found 2 comic books called Child of the Sun, written by Michael Van Cleve, who sent me these 2 books asking for my honest review. Thank you so much for those. But because these are the same story, I kind of like just mashed them together into one because they just kind of flow. I gave both of these 4 stars each. There was something about the story that just kind of, I don't know, it didn't blow me away or captivate me to get the 5-star review. But we start off in 1300 BC. This is Greek times. This is kind of a little dark, kind of a little sexy. As a person who was forced to study Greek mythology for about 8 weeks in an English class, I can assure you, compared to some Greek mythology, it's really not that bad. Really, one thing I really liked was that when we had a sexy part or a violent part, there would be no color. It would be black and white. Like, we went from gorgeous. I mean, I think that's why I gave it 4 stars, because those illustrations in it are purely gorgeous. You know how you get those magazines and sometimes they have books in them and they have the book cover? I feel like if I got a magazine like that and I saw that cover, it would be something I'd want to put on my wall. They were just so pretty. Like, every single illustration was, especially the colors were so vibrant. I think the second cover is my favorite because I really like red more than purple and blue. But still, it was so gorgeous. We start off with Samson. He ends up colliding paths with Hercules. And even if you haven't studied Greek mythology, we all know who Hercules is, guys. Think about these Greeks, and if you've ever studied any type of Greek mythology ever, they're generally not loyal to one companion. There's like mistresses, and that's not even that big of a deal to them. And Hercules is one of those people. Samson is attracted to Adriana, and it's like he's just like madly in love with her. And I think the first book ends with him doubting if that could ever happen. Then the second one picks up where him and Adriana are a thing, and they're really like just messing around is what I felt like when I started the second book. I wasn't feeling any love from Adriana at first, and then as we got into it, I liked her more, but at first I was like, you're not treating him like you're nothing, because like both of them just mess around. He's with the goddess Azatate. I can't say it right, I'm sorry. I really suck at Greek names, guys. That's just what I do. And she makes him swear on that god. She's the only one for him, which he does. I get her backstory about how her father sold her. He treated her like a princess so well until when time came due, when he just wanted to be a jerk and just sell off because he wanted to save his own ass. And then as she's attacked by a drunken guy that she had messed around with earlier, you see how this kind of wasn't working? Samson ended up saving her. I think that's finally, I guess, the crossing point for both of them, where it's like, you know, we're not messing around. We're gonna make this work. My favorite line in this entire series, I'm not sure if it was in the first book or the second book. For some reason I'm leaning towards the second book. We had flashbacks in the second book to the first book, and this took place in like 200 days. There was this widower that went to Samson. There's this long quote, always eats but never starves, always gives but never truly lives, born with fire, water cannot quench, and flames hotter than heaven's stars, stronger than the deaf and more jealous of the grave. Who am I? And then Samson said, true love! And I don't know what it was from that one sentence, but I found it both humoring, that painful level of ironic, because he's just sitting there talking to Hercules about, you know, he thinks he can be the one. Then you have the widower come up. The favorite part of both of these, 120%, was the artwork. That was them. They were beautiful. I'm just gonna like put a whole collage of pictures at the end that you can just stare at and love and enjoy. So I gave both of these 4 stars. I am Annalyse. Thank you for watching. Bye!